Duplicity 7. Owen's alarm clock woke him up at 7 in the morning. He had a slight headache from a hangover. He had been drinking heavily the night before. Sitting upright, the bright sunshine hurt his eyes. He got out of bed, rubbed his eyes and stretched. Then he stared at Elisa, who was still fast asleep, before disappearing into the bathroom. He took a long relaxing shower. Then he walked back into the room to find Elisa awake and looking towards him. "Hey honey," she smiled. "Hey you," he responded. "How was your night?" "Okay. How was yours?" "I slept like a baby," she answered. "I am glad you did." "I have my 3 months appointment today," she said, sitting upright. "What time?" he asked as got dressed. "My doctor will be in at 10 o'clock. Let's reschedule the appointment to 11. I have a breakfast meeting this morning. I will call the doctor and ask if he will still be available at 11. "Okay, call him and give me feedback. I don't want to miss this appointment." "All right. Can you help me with this?" He gestured to his tie. She rose to her feet and helped him straighten his tie and square up the knots so it rested properly against his shirt. Then she stretched up on tiptoes and pressed her lips on his. He kissed her back as he rubbed his hands over her belly. The kiss carried on for a few minutes before breaking off. "I need to get going," he said as he held on to her. "I love you," she said. "I love you too," he kissed her softly and pulled away. "I will see you later," he said. And with that he walked out the door. It was around 8 o'clock that morning when the phone rang, waking Jada out of a deep sleep. Sitting upright, she reached for the phone. "Hello. Hey, did I wake you?" the familiar voice said on the other end of the line. "No, I wasn't asleep," she lied. "I am outside, are you ready?" "Outside?" she quizzically asks. "Outside your house. I am here to pick you up for breakfast." Breakfast? Jada was confused. Owen was the last person she expected to hear from this morning. "You said you wouldn't mind meeting up for breakfast today." "Oh, so you were serious?" "I am not one to joke around," he replied. "Give me a minute, I will be downstairs." "Okay." Sighing heavily, Jada shook Zara's shoulders. "Bitch, wake up." Zara stirred around and turned to face her. "What?" "Owen is outside." "What do you mean he is outside?" "He just called me. He is here to take me out for breakfast." So he was serious. "I am as surprised as you are." "Are you going?" "I don't know. I think you should." "Owen is creepy. I wonder how he got to find out where I stay." "So how did he know your place?" "I don't know." "Well, start getting ready. I will go and let Loverboy in," she winked. "But." "No buts, babe," she cut her off short. "He is already here. The best you can do is hear him out." "Fine," Jada sighed. Then she walked into the bathroom, throwing her clothes to the floor and rushing in for a shower. Zara, on the other hand, got out of bed, grabbed her robe and walked out of the bedroom. She pulled the front door open to find Owen standing on the doorstep with a bunch of flowers. She looked up at him. He did not speak. They looked at each other for a long time in silence. Then he broke the silence. "I didn't expect to find you here," he said. "Jada is my best friend. We are usually found together," she responded rudely. He chuckled. "Where is Jada?" "She is taking a bath. Come in." She opened the door wide and gestured for him to enter. He walked in and she closed the door behind his back before leading him to the living room. "I guess those are for Jada," she asked, pointing at the flowers. "Yes." He handed them to her before taking a seat. She placed the flowers in the jar of water at the table's center. "They are beautiful," she said. "Thanks. Can I get you anything to drink?" "I am okay." "Okay." She sat across from him and there was silence again for some time. "How is Jaden?" he asked. Zara opted not to respond to what she knew was a sarcastic question. "I got you something for your graduation," he said. "You shouldn't have." "I wanted to." "Okay. It will be delivered soon. I will go and check on Jada." She stood up. He laughed. "You can run but you can't hide." She clicked her tongue and walked away. She entered the bedroom and found Jada sitting in front of her mirror. "Do you think I should wear my hair up?" I think you should wear it down. Okay. Jada finished with her hair and stood up. How do I look? She asks. She was clad in a floral, flare, belted dress and a pair of strappy sandals on her feet. You look beautiful. I am sure Owen will be smitten. Oh please. Get going already. Don't keep Loverboy waiting. All right. Don't forget to do that background check on him. Okay, I will. What do you have planned for the day? Jaden is picking me up for lunch. Okay, have fun. You too, keep me updated. Sure, love you. Love you too. She walked out of the bedroom and into the living room. Hey, Owen said, standing up. Hello. You look beautiful. Thank you. You don't look bad yourself. I got you some flowers, he said. Jada looked at the flowers on the kitchen table. They were white lilies mixed with little daises. These were her favorite kind of flowers. Surprised, she leaned forward to sniff at the fragrant bouquet. I hope you like them. She smiled. I love them. These are actually my favorite kind of flowers. Really? Yes, have you been stalking me or something? She asked. He laughed. Number. Why? She shrugged. You do weird things. Like. You showed up at my house with a bunch of my favorite flowers. I didn't even give you my address. He walked over to her and stood in front of her. Then he stared deeply into her eyes. She stared back at him intently. She didn't want him to think that he intimidated her. I am goal-getter. I love to pursue the things I love. I see. He reached up and gently he tucked one long strand of hair behind her ear. You are a very beautiful woman, Jada. Very sexy and desirable. He leaned close. She was about to respond, but he shook his head and placed his finger across her lips. Jada swallowed hard and closed her eyes. He moved his head forward to kiss her, but suddenly Paulisa cleared her throat behind them. Ella B.